I feel like there's a lot of confusion when it comes to how people need to be kind of utilizing the system. And over the past 3 months that I've been here, so since October, I've been testing and fine tuning and finding the system that will make my clients as much money as possible. And I've kind of now got it kind of well rounded. And for the past month, a lot of my clients have been making a good amount of profits, every single week. So, some of my clients have made 600 in their first month, 200, 300, 150, whatever it is, depending on how much they've come in with. Every single client is in profit on their trading account with this. Now, obviously, that's the main purpose of this whole company. It's not to do with education. It's primarily about helping clients come in and make money, whether it's through the completely passive side or through the semi-automated side. Now, firstly, you want to understand the first and foremost primary thing when it comes to this is obviously having Athena set up. So Athena is obviously going to be the thing that's going to be making your passive income. Now, depending on what you set it at, I normally have Athena set on minimum 200%. If you have it on 200%, then you should be making around 10% minimum a month. And you should be looking at 10 to 15% minimum a month if you have it on the 200% setting. And obviously anything other up like higher than that, then you need to consult the person that enrolled you, because you're going to be increasing the risk. Now, from what I've tested, 200% is very, very safe even when swinging. So if we drop into a lot of drawdown, your account should not get blown. And that's the reason why I personally get my clients to use that percentage, because it's a guaranteed safe percentage. So it's a little bit higher than the base, so they're making a little bit more than the base setting, but they're completely safe. The max I would advise, Riz would advise, and anybody any of the leaders would advise, is a max of 300. Anything other than that, don't do unless you've tested and ran Athena yourself and you're ready to make the risk. If you run it higher than that, then it's not my fault if anything gets blown, because my recommended is 2 to 300. My main recommended is 200. 300 is pushing it a bit, but 200 is definitely the sweet spot for safety and making a good return. Now, that aside, obviously that's the passive side. So obviously having that passive cooking in the background is solid. Now, the place you can make a lot of extra profits, topping it up on a weekly basis, is through the live sessions, Nepal, Eminence Arabic, and then Manara as well. Okay, so then now I'm going to talk about Nepal and Eminence Arabic. Actually, no, we'll talk about Eminence Arabic and Nepal briefly, and then we'll go into Manara properly, and then we'll come back to the live sessions after. So, with Nepal and Eminence Arabic, you've obviously got two traders that are calling out trades. Nepal on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Eminence Arabic Monday to Friday, and he does a wrap up session on Saturday. Now, obviously, my personal favorite is Eminence Arabic. That guy is on absolute insanity. Now, you need to come with a trading plan, and I want to help all of you guys have a trading plan to formulate and allow you to have as much success when it comes to making money with the platform as possible. Because when you don't have a plan, that's when things go a little bit sideways. Just like you guys saw on Friday on Nepal's session, when he went 3-0 and then lost all the profits after. And there was a trade that was before he gave out another trade before that live, before he went live, and that went profit as well. So if you don't manage your profits and manage when to get in, when to get out, and when to stop trading, you can end up losing all your profits. And obviously that's why I want to make sure you guys and everybody in the One Vision chat is making as much profit as possible, because you have the courtesy of having me and Rizwan, who have been trading. Riz has been trading for like 5 years, 6 years. I've been trading for 3 years. So we know how to, keep our profits and maintain our trading accounts as as best as possible. So because you've got that as a bonus, because a lot of people, they don't have like experienced traders working with them, so they don't get that certainty when it comes to like Riz picking a Manara trade, or Riz telling you, yeah, don't take this trade or take this trade, or like the other day when I was saying don't jump on the Nepal session because there was a news event. Like, these little things is going to allow you to make as much profit as possible and minimize those losses. So firstly, understand what you're going to be trading on the different sections. So Athena is going to trade pretty much only forex pairs, okay? And it's it kind of likes trading AUD CAD right now because it's in a swing. So the reason, for those of you that are newer, we're in an AUD CAD sell swing, so it's primarily using AUD CAD buys to hedge, or sells to hedge that position and make everybody profit through it, and it's kind of sticking to one pair. But when it's not in a swing, it will trade a bunch of different forex pairs: EU, GU, NZD, USD, whatever it may be. So with Athena, you kind of just, you can push that to the side because it's going to trade a bunch of different forex pairs automatically, and that will do its thing. Now with Nepal, you're looking at primarily gold trades. Okay, so that's something that is, gold is very volatile, so risk management is very important because it moves very quickly. Sometimes it will pump really quick, it'll drop really quick, spreads a little bit higher than forex pairs, so there's a bunch of little factors that could result in a blown account a lot quicker than a forex pair. Hence why Athena is a lot more safer and stable, because it's trading forex pairs only, currency pairs only, so those don't move as crazy as gold do. And that's why Athena doesn't trade gold, because it's about safety and growth at the same time. So with Nepal, you want to take it with a pinch of salt and make sure your risk is managed. I'm going to go through risk management, I'm going to go through the app to use to calculate your risk, and I'm going to run through how to use MT4, MetaTrader 4, everything. So I'm going to join on my phone, I'm going to share my screen and do all of that. Now, moving on to Manara. Manara is a hidden gem that I slept on when I first joined, and me and Riz are slowly starting to realize how good of a tool it actually is when used correctly. Okay, and when you use Manara correctly, you can actually make a lot of money with it on quite a consistent basis through the week. Now Manara, what I realized, isn't something you want to be trading every day, multiple times a day, but on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, on the prime trading days, during the New York session at the prime trading time. So obviously New York session, for those that don't know, starts between around midday and 5 p.m, between that kind of window. But when you're trading Manara, you want to be looking between midday and 3 p.m, and within that prime window, if you're, well, we got a lot of people kind of joining in right now, I keep getting that notification sound, but yeah, we got,
Yo, bro, make me hot co-host. I can let them in.
nah, I ain't got no waiting room on. It's just I get like a ping sound whenever someone joins. But so basically, with Manara, you want to be trading during that New York session, so between midday and 3 p.m. Okay, make sure you guys are writing all of this down. And you want to be trading it on the primary trading days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't want anybody in One Vision trading on Monday. Monday is when the market opens and the market is settling. You have the highest chance of a loss on a Monday. Why? Because the market hasn't got into its flow. It's been closed for the weekend and it's getting back into its flow. So it doesn't matter if Nepal's live or Eminence Arabic is live. No one should be trading on Monday. I want Mondays to be about getting back into the flow of things, maybe inviting guests, getting things set up, make sure your trading account's good, seeing how Athena's doing, all of that kind of stuff. But in terms of trading and jumping on live sessions, I'd definitely recommend to stay away from it, so you can, because the most important part of trading is capital preservation. So Manara, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and if you're feeling cheeky, maybe Friday if there's no news. Now you want to be trading it between midday and 3 p.m, the prime time of New York. And obviously Riz has been plugging it nicely. He's been dropping in a couple bangers. I think last week he had 3 back-to-back Manara trades that went well. And obviously if you're trading during that time, you'll be Gucci. Now let's go into the setup of Manara. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Just let me know in the chat. Just like say a yes or a no if you can't. Just want to make sure that everybody's all good to go. Alright, sweet, we're good to go. Lovely. So now when it comes to Manara, obviously you load up Manara. This is the home page. Now what you want to do is you want to go over to the monitor. When you go to the monitor, you want to go over to security. I want everybody to turn off minor and exotics. I want you to turn off bonds. I want you to turn off indices. I want you to turn off commodities. And for metals, turn it off. And then just select XAU USD. It's in the second column, second to the last. And on the top side, you have all the Forex major pairs selected. Why? Because major exotic pairs, they move a little bit mad and they do a lot of crazy shit sometimes. But with major pairs, they're very predictable. Me and Riz can give you a quick analysis on it. And there's nothing really too much to worry about when it comes to that. And that's kind of the main thing, is that reliability. If you're in a major pair trade, you can let me and Riz know and we can check the chart and we can make sure everything's alright. On an exotic pair, it's a bit of a wild card. So with major pairs, it gives you that kind of safety and reliability, because one, they don't move as crazy, so your trade should be a lot lower risk. And two, me and Riz can give you a lot of support with that if you do have any questions when it comes to that, because we've got a lot of experience trading major pairs and gold. Cool. So that's that section on the security section. You then want to go over to the settings, have mature, time frame 5, 15, 30, maybe H1, but I normally just keep it as that, to be honest, and it's good. And they're kind of quicker moving trades. And then asset class, forex, and metal. The pattern, I want you guys to be trading the 4 highest probability setups there are. And that is the bat pattern, the butterfly pattern, the triangle, and the head and shoulders pattern. I normally just keep it at those 3. Those are the top 3 best patterns to trade off when it comes to Manara, but you can add head and shoulders in there if you like as well. And then what will happen is you'll have all of the setups. Obviously it's a weekend, so there ain't going to be anything there, but whatever's there and available, bang, it'll come up. Now you want to be using this on Google Chrome because it doesn't tend to work that well on any other browsers, and sometimes it bugs out and it takes away the list when you click this refresh page. So you see I click the reload list and it made it disappear. Just refresh the whole thing and it'll come back up. So that's another little bug that happens, and obviously you'll save your settings as well. So that's just a little bug that I don't want anyone to be like, yo, it's not loading anything. Just refresh it or close it, load it up again, and you'll be good to go. And when it comes to that, that's pretty much all it is when it comes to Manara. Now, for those of you that are looking at this and like, all right, cool. So I've got my target, I've got my entry, and I've got my stop loss. All right, cool. Now, for some of you, you don't know how to calculate how many pips this is. So you don't know how to calculate your risk. So when it comes to calculating risk, this is where we're going to get a little bit more technical. But I want everybody to stay with me a little bit because this might get technical, but this is the way you're going to be making the most safe money. Because everybody right now is kind of just happy-go-lucky with the lot size. They're like, you know what? 0.1 should be alright, let's just see how it goes. Drop a little 0.1. Some guys, they're dropping standard lots on £100 accounts and that's not going well. It's a whole madness. So you don't want to be just kind of estimating what lot size to use, because if you drop the wrong lot size and you're experimenting with the wrong number, you're going to blow your account in seconds. Like if you're in a couple, like £100, £200 account and you drop like a standard, 2 standards, even 0.5, that account will be gone in literally seconds, especially if it's on a gold trade. So it's all about that capital preservation. Now what you want to do is you want to go to a website called TradingView, and what that will allow you to do is by using 2 simple tools, the measurement tool and the long or short position, you're going to be able to calculate your lot size as effectively as possible. Okay, for those of you that are lazy, then you know you're going to end up missing out, but cool. So how it's going to work is so we go on Manara, and let's say right now it's got this Euro CHF trade, okay? Because it's the only one that's there, we're going to use it. So happy days. So we'll go on Euro. So what you want to do is come to this page. You're on the trade page, yeah? The chart, you go to type. You just literally type in Euro CHF. Click on the top one. Alright, cool. So you type in Euro CHF, and then you're like, alright, cool, what time frame? So then you go over back to Manara and you see it says M30. So that means a 30-minute time frame. So now I've got mine favorited. So you see I've got this starred, but some of you might not. So you want to click on, like it might say, so for most of you it will look something like this. You'll have like nothing favorited. So for you guys it will look like this, where you'll just see like a 1H, something there. It'll say 1H or D or whatever it may be. Click on what it says right there, and then come to here, and if it's M30, you click on the 30 minutes. If it's M15, 15 minute, M5, 5 minute, H1, bang, H4, 1 day, 1W, 1M. So obviously for most people, just favorite 5, 15, you know, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, day. Well, you don't need to focus on the day, week, month, but I'm going to do that because I normally have that. So yeah, literally 4 hour, 1 hour, 30, 15, 5. And then once you do that, you'll be like, all right, cool, I need to go on the M30. Then I want to go back to here and start looking at, all right, cool, this is what I need next. So now you want to head over to the toolbar on the left hand side, click on the little arrow there, open that up, and you want to star the long and short position. That's it, that's all you need. So for example, this is a buy. So we're going to plot this like so. We're going to place that long position. So a buy is a long position and a sell is a short position. You plot that, double click on it, and you go to inputs. Now you're going to see we have 3 things to put in: entry price, profit level price, and stop level price. Now coincidentally, Manara has given us those things. So now, oh shit. We don't want to do that. So now what we can do is we can click on here, and we can click on Manara and double click on the lines. And what that will do is allow us to copy the numbers. So we can put in the target, we can put in the entry price, double click on the line, copy the entry price, put that in entry, and then get the stop loss, which is here. And there you go. So now this is the entry requirements for your trade. Now when you click on here, you can see in the middle it says 18.4. Yeah, on the red section, always on the red section. So where it says stop, this is showing you the distance between the entry point, so where they meet, and the stop loss, so your stop loss size. Now this will be 18.4 in this instance, which means your stop loss is 18.4 pips. Now what you want to do is head over to a website called My FX Book. Whoops, FX Book position size calculator. Type that into Google, enter. Come here, you click on the first one, and it will open up a position size calculator. Now you don't need to well, you can change the currency best. So we can do euro CHF. Click, oh man, euro CHF, put that in. Then we put account size. Let's say, I don't know, your account size is £1,000 or USD, whatever your balance is. So most of you probably be in a GBP account. Most of my clients are in a USD. Risk ratio, I normally say 1 to 2%. So let's say 2. And then we'll put the stop loss in pips as, what was it? 18.4. So we'll put 18.4 and then we'll click calculate. Now your lot size is this. It will tell you how much the money means how much you will lose if this trade goes wrong. So you'll lose $20. This is the lot size to use. Happy days. So then you can go over to MetaTrader 4, which now I'm going to show you how to do. Let me join the Zoom on my phone. Stay co-host, no audio, bang. Cool, perfect. So I'm gonna share my screen on my phone, and then cool. Can everybody see my screen? Let me know. I can see on my computer. Yes, sweet. Thank you. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna head over to MetaTrader 4. Now your MetaTrader 4 should look something like this, and then you're gonna click on the plus sign on the top. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go here on that middle section, and that's where you're gonna put in your lot size. So in this instance, we've calculated 0.1. 0.1. And then if, for example, Manara is at entry, then obviously you're gonna stick with a market execution, and you're gonna enter there, and then so you're gonna put your stop loss price and your take profit price here. Always go for TP1. TP1 is the way. TP1 is the way. Reason why? Small profit consistently all the bloody time. And it's always better than going for TP2 and then hitting stop loss because they missed it. That's my logic. Because sometimes, yeah, Nepal, all of these guys, they hit TP2, TP3, TP4, but sometimes they don't. So how do you know? You don't know. You don't know which TP they're going to hit. But which has the highest chance of hitting? TP1. So we always go for TP1. Nepal, Arabic, Manara, every single time. TP1, TP1, TP1. So then everybody here is always banking profit and never missing out and hitting stop loss when they could have banked a TP1. So obviously you put your stop loss in and you get that from, you know, Manara or and the numbers that they give, you put that in. If it's a buy, if you're looking at a buy on Manara and it's not at entry yet, then select buy limit and put in the entry, stop loss and take profit. If it's a sell and it's not at entry yet, then put a sell limit and put the entry, stop loss, take profit. Then press place. And that will be a risk managed position. And you'll have everything there. All of that will be set up and it will enter the trade automatically, close it if it goes too low, Um, yeah, so security. Wait, what? Sorry, I was reading. I'm reading something in the chat. But yeah, so yeah, so basically you have your trade set. So you have your stop loss. There, it'll close it automatically. Why has my hand been hidden? I need to lower hand. And then you'll have your take profit. So it'll close the trade in profit automatically. And then you'll have, you know, the entry, activate, and all of that stuff. And obviously, if you market execute, you market execute. Now back to this. So that's Manara done. Is everybody understanding? Everybody clear so far?
Omar, just explain about the when you said the entry point. Just before you basically the end part, you were explaining to do it manually or something. Can you just explain that again?
Is that Zach?
Yeah, what you saying, man?
What are you saying, bro? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good.
Alright. Wait, so cool. Say that again, bro. So when it comes to the
Just I think when you were like manually entering the entry points to stop loss, something like that, I kind of missed it.
On my phone or on the trading view?
On the phone, just literally just before, just at the end right now.
All right, cool, sweet. So let me go through that again. Sweet. So MetaTrader 4, you come here.
That part there, basically. No, the page you went before. Yeah, that part.
Alright, cool, sweet. So also another thing I forgot to mention is make sure when you click on the top where it says Euro USD at the top, click that and make sure you selected the right currency pair. You don't want to be entering the wrong currency pair. That's something I've done a lot of times and I've made some losses doing that. It's not fun. So make sure you select the currency pair. If it's not there, then go over to the quotes page and add it. Press plus, type it in, add it in. Okay? And then obviously going back to the trade, bang, plus, put your lot size in. Now, if the market is coming towards entry and you're watching it and waiting, then you wait and you can put your stop loss, take profit, lot size, and then just press buy by market, sell by market, and it will enter you into the trade. Obviously, right now the market's closed. If you are looking at a buy on Manara and it's not at entry yet, and you're gonna go and you want it to do this thing automatically, then press buy limit and then put all of the inputs in. So you see now it's asking me to put in price. So it's going to ask me what price I want to buy at. I'm going to tell it I want to buy at this price, and it's going to open the order at that price for me. Same thing for a sell. If I'm waiting for a sell on Manara and it's not at entry yet, I can now type in the price I want it to sell at, and then it will do its thing automatically. What? Sell stop and buy stop. Sell stop and buy stop, never do that. I don't even want to tell you what it is. If you're doing that, it's silly. We never do that. So yeah, but anyways, the only thing you should be focusing on is sell limit and buy limit. So that means market is here and you want to sell here, or market is here and you want to buy here. That's what it means.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. I don't want to overcomplicate it for anybody. The only things you need to do is either market execute when you want to buy or sell right now, or buy limit and sell limit if you want to buy and into the future at its price that the market is not at yet.
Oh, my quick one, bro. You know, with Manara, just an open question to you so you can give advice to everyone else. Some people would say like, when's the best time to trade the currency pairs and stuff like that? Like, for example, Euro USD and GBP USD.
Oh, okay.
All that stuff. So,
sweet. So, the best time to be trading with Manara that me and Riz have kind of seen is definitely through the New York session. So through the New York London overlap. So between midday and around 3 p.m. is the best time to kind of take Manara trades. You know, you can stretch it out a little bit into the evening, but I'd definitely say between midday and 3 is the ideal time to catch 1 or 2 setups. And honestly, do not take more than 2 Manara setups a day. Take 1, take 2, then done. Take 2 wins, call it a day, because you're going to see more setups through the week. Because you got to think, right? So for example, we saw a risk to reward of let me share my screen again. We saw a risk to reward of 2. So that means if we risk 1, so basically what that means is because we're risking 2%, we double that. So you're going to be making 4% off that 1 trade of Manara, okay? Which is the Euro CHF trade. Now, if you take 2 of those, you'll make 8% in 1 day. Really and truly, you should be done for the week and not need to jump on Nepal, not need to jump on Arabic, and be done because you made 8%. You're going to make 10% from Manara, that's 20% in the month. You're definitely making your sub back if you have 1,000 in your account. Now, in the case that you want to trade more, then obviously cap it at 2. 2 Manara trades in the one day, and then maybe take Nepal and then Arabic. But yeah, obviously the main thing to worry about in Manara is basically you're trading between noon and 3 p.m. and only take 2 max setups per day. As you'll probably see, I don't think I've ever seen Riz drop more than, I don't even know if he dropped more than maybe 2. I think 2 is the max I've seen him drop in one day. I think it was Golden EU he dropped in one day, and that's it. 2 is the sweet spot. You drop in 3, you're asking for a loss. You're like, you're just asking for it.
Like a ratio game, innit? Like at least 1 in every 2 free trades will be a loss. So
that's it. So you just got to play the numbers. Trading's a numbers game. So if you're in and out of the market with your 2 wins and you're done, then you're not going to see that loss. So if the next Manara setup hits stop loss, you don't care because you've banked your profit. So if everybody here is playing it smart and not greedy, then everyone will win a whole lot more. So now moving on to Nepal and to Arabic. So Nepal first because it's simpler. Arabic, there's a whole different strategy to that. That's going to be on the ball. You will be active for that. And we're going to run through that because it's fun, it's exhilarating, and there's a certain way you got to do it. So with Nepal, now for example, you'll go on your Telegram channel and he'll say sell, go now, entry, stop loss, take profit. Now the techie one is Nepal don't always give the stop loss straight away. And that means you can't calculate your risk straight away. Now, this is where you got to use a little bit of your brain. You got to think, what's Nepal's average stop loss that he's looking at? Now, what I've realized is you're looking at about 40 to 45 pips when he does give a stop loss. You're looking at that as your stop loss. So then what do? He hasn't given you a stop. What do? You go back to your trusty MyFX book. You come over here and you put, bang, he's given it on XAU USD. So you put that in, 1,000. Now the difference is with gold, you times it by 10. So on here, for example, if you was to go on XAU USD and I was to pull out and I was to go in here, when I get my long position, if I was to buy, let's say Nepal says buy here and his stop loss is here and his TP is here. Now what you'll see is, how it says 434? That means 430, that means 43 pips. So you divide by 10. So on here, you can just leave it. So you type in 434 and that will do his thing. Now obviously with Nepal, he's looking at 40, so 400 to 450 pips for his stop loss. So you want to type in 400 on average, 2% risk, calculate. So that means you should be using a 0.05 lots. Now this is why a lot of people on the other day were making way bigger losses than they should, because they weren't taking into consideration that Nepal's stop losses are a little bit wider, and they were using the same lot size they might have been using for Manara, where Manara's got like half the stop loss. As you've just seen, it's a 20 pip stop loss, or double the lot size. So you got to take that into consideration and trade accordingly. So with Nepal's gold trades, you want to be using whatever lot size based on that. And if you do that, your losses will be only of, if you have 1,000 account, you'll be making a $20 loss. If you're on a 500 account, you make $10. If you're on 250, you make a $5 loss. So on and so forth. Yeah, exactly, Connor. Yeah, I know that everybody kind of got that in the beginning, so did I. Because I was like, this guy's just told me to enter, what the hell is the stop? And then I was like, oh shit, it's because he uses the same stop every time. That is his stop, is 40, 45 pips. He never really changes it. And obviously if he tells you to narrow it, so sometimes he tells you to narrow it, or he goes for a narrower stop, then you can obviously change accordingly or enter another trade or whatever. But does anybody have any questions so far? Is everybody clear on that risk management and how that's all working? Because if anybody needs me to go over it again, I can go through that. Because I know with the gold, the numbers are a bit different.
I think another thing to touch upon as well, what you were saying is, sometimes with Nepal, they'll give so with him, what he does is, if he hits for example, if he enters one trade, this trade is recorded. If he hits one trade and they might go in a minor drawdown, obviously he tries to capitalize with another re-entry when the price goes up. So then obviously what happens is he's thinking, all right, in his mind, the price has gone up, enter this, another sell, and then when the price drops, we're in profits for both trades now. One thing I'll sort of advise is don't try and re-enter too many times. And even if you're re-entering, then use a lower lot size than you used in the previous trade. That's like a technique of managing your trade. But again, if you made profits before going into the Nepal session, like Omar said, if you made money through Manara and you made a daily target, then don't even attend a Nepal session. For those that didn't, you go to the Nepal session, just be aware, because their main purpose is just to make us money, right? Not really to educate us. So our main job is to make sure we're staying educated ourselves going into it.
That's it. So yeah, 100%. So yeah, like Riz said, if you're going into the Nepal session for profit, trade conservatively or don't join or trade at all. Join to spectate, because you want to keep that profit safe. And then yeah, obviously Naseem, I will send the recording as soon as it converts after this meeting's done as well. Now another thing with Nepal session is I'm going to make it a little bit more of a priority to inform you guys of sessions that I think you should join or not join based on the news in the market. So I'm going to be keeping a scout on, and me and Riz are going to make sure that we try our best to kind of advise you guys as best as we can in the chat. But that's why I did this call, so you guys know, so you can make those decisions for yourself. And obviously, like Riz said, educate ourselves. So that's why I'm doing this call, is to educate all of you guys on the main important things that we need to worry about when it comes to all of these different trades. Now, I think that should be
Omar, I've got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so you know when we did the trade with Nepal the other day, and he did it without a stop loss.
Yeah.
And it was still going up. I didn't stop it. So do you think if I see it's going to loss, I should just stop it rather than waiting?
100%. Every time you take a Nepal trade, put that 40 pip stop loss on until he instructs you otherwise. So if he might tell you to a smaller one, I don't think I've seen him do a bigger stop loss than 45. But every time you come, you do your thing, you put in 45 pips, and that's what you put as a stop loss every single time, because capital preservation is the most important part. So that's what I'd say. Calculate your lot size based on a 45 pip stop loss, and you put that stop loss on. It's better that you hit stop loss than blow the account, because at least it's 2% and not 30, 15, 20% of the account.
Perfect, thank you.
No worries. Anybody have any other questions before we move on to the one and only Eminence Arabic? I'll take that as a no. Alright, sweet. So I know a lot of my guys' personal favorites is Eminence Arabic. My personal favorite is Eminence Arabic. He's a beautiful human being, and he is very good at what he does. The only thing is it's very fast, very confusing, and it's hard to understand what the lot size is. Now, because you're scalping on the Eminence Arabic session, there is no risk calculator to use because there's no stop loss involved. So you're trading very quickly and you're moving very fast. Now, this is what I say. Start small and slowly move your way up. So start on the smallest lot size possible and then be like, all right, cool, this is the drawdown I saw, and try a session out. Okay, calm, next session, let me increase it a little bit and let me see what the drawdown looks like. And you get to a point when you know, okay, calm, I'm in that parameter of 2%. I'm seeing the max drawdown is 2%, and when he says to close in a loss, I'm losing 2% or around that. And when I hit profits, I'm seeing a good number. Okay, so when you're seeing that balance with the lot size you're using, that's when you know. But start at the bottom and slowly work your way up. So then you know gradually, okay, calm, I've taken that lot size, but that's a bit too big, I'm going to drop it a bit. And if you're working in those small increments, then you'll never lose way more than 2%. With that one trade you're testing it, you might lose 3%, 4%. Still controlled. It's still controlled. You're controlling it by slowly increasing it. If you jump in at some random high lot size, you have no idea how much you're going to lose. You just might gain quite a lot. And when you trade like that, Eminence Arabic might have a bad day one day, and your account will be gone. And that's not the day you want to wait for, because yeah, he had a 100% win rate this week. But next week, he might have a bad week. You don't know. So that's why risk management is important, so you can protect yourself. So I'm going to join on my phone. I'm going to show you. I'm going to pretend to be him. And I'm going to run you through how I trade it. Yeah? So... no audio. Stay co-host. Turn the cam off. And then share my screen. Alright, cool. Oh, wait. I'm not sharing on my computer. Lovely. Alright, sweet. So, for example, yeah, you're going to be on Eminence Arabic session. And you're going to see... you're going to be on the trade page. And he's going to be like, okay, guys. So, we're looking for this support level to break. We're looking for break, tap twice on this level. And then we're going to sell. And that's what he'll say. Now, after he says that, And once he's telling you need to sell, but he hasn't told you to sell yet, on your phone, you click that plus button, you come here, you find US 30, and you put in the smallest lot size possible, cuz 0.01, because you're testing right now. And then you wait, and you sit here until he says, I have entered sell, and then you press sell. And once he says that, you're in. As soon as that happens, you're going to be on this page. You want to swipe on the trade. Oh shit, because the market's closed, I can't enter yet, cuz. But yo.
So on our accounts, it lets you use minimum one. So it won't let
Okay,
you
cool.
use
Yeah, so with CWG, that is the lowest. So that's the lowest safe amount. So you want to use that. So you'll be fine with that. Unless you're trading on like a £2 account, then you're definitely, it won't let you enter. So yeah, basically that is the smallest lot you can use because the contract size is slightly different. So that's fine. And obviously, if it says not enough money, that means you don't have enough money to trade US 30. But obviously, for most of my clients, because of the bonus and stuff, everybody should be fine to trade with the one lot size on US 30. Now, the reason why a one lot size is the minimum on US 30 is because the contract size is different. So US 30, one lot size on that broker means a 0.01. So obviously, as you go 10 lots, that'll be 0.1, and 100 lots would be a standard lot in actual fact, because US 30 is a little bit more aggressive. Does that make sense? Perfect. So now, for example, trades open, and it's like you're going to see it with the US 30, whatever lot size, and then it's going to say profit or loss or whatever. Swipe on that trade, press the tick, and it's going to take you onto the close page. Now, how the hell can I can't show you that. But yeah, so basically it'll look like this, but it'll say close in profit. You know where it says the red, but sell by market, buy by market? It'll be an orange bar there, and it'll say close with profit or close with loss. As soon as it says I have closed this trade, you click that straight away. So as soon as you're entering lot size, bang, he says sell, you sell. Bang, you come back here, you get ready to close. As soon as he says close, you repeat that process. As soon as you close that trade, go back to that opening trade page and get ready for him to tell you the next signal. And if you trade it like that, you'll be fine, because basically you're doing everything in advance. People were like waiting on this page, on the homepage of MT4, and that's why they were getting behind, because they're like, oh shit, I need to enter and it's too late. Oh shit, you have to close before you've opened it. So if you are on the trade page ready to enter before he said it, you click it as soon as he says it, you get ready to close it straight away, because he's not going to say open, close instantly. You open it, bang, you get ready to close it, you go into profit, as soon as you see that blue and he says close, you close it, and Eminence Arabic will be happy days. Now when it comes to Eminence Arabic, jump in his session, take a couple trades, make your profit, bounce. 2-3 trades, happy days, cut. You take a Manara trade, so through the week you got to picture it, yeah? Picture the plan. So through the week, set a target throughout the total of the week, 3 Manara trades. If you have 3 profitable Manara trades, done with Manara. Tick. You should walk away by risking 2%, you should have made 10%. 10% should be pretty much wrapped, yeah? Should be seeing around 10% growth on that. You take Eminence Arabic, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you should be seeing around 5%, let's say, on that. You make that, happy days. So now we're at 15% overall. Nepal, make like 1%, 2% on his trades through the week. Bank that. To be honest with Nepal, I'd say 1 trade and done. You make 1 profitable trade on a Nepal session, you're done, you wait for the next sesh. Wednesday, he's live, you make 1 profitable trade, hop off. Thursday, make 1 profitable trade, hop off. Because use everything in congruency, everything together. Use Manara, use each of the tools. Nepal will have a good trade and be done. Eminence Arabic, you have like 2-3 trades because there's scalps, it's quicker. So you take 3 trades, you're done. Manara, 2 setups max per day, 3 max in the week, and done. You make that, you'll be making 20% just from the semi-automated. And then Athena will make you 10% on top. You walk away with 30% overall in the month. Happy days, okay? You follow the system like that, you should be winning very, very well and looking at 20 to 30% a month. 30% if you have a very, very good month. 20% if you see some losses as well. So now, if I show you the power of that on a compound calculator, oh shit.
So when you say percentage, is that percentage of your total equity?
Exactly.
Okay.
So now let's say you have $1,000, you know what, let's drop it, $500 account, and you are looking at making, let's say weekly.
No screen.
You can't see your screen, bro.
My bad. Let me share this screen. So Now you're looking at making 5% weekly, 20% monthly, and we'll say over the span of even just 6 months, a 6-month period with EA, and that's it. Calculate, and you should be looking at making a 1,100 profit in 6 months from £500. So you're tripling your investment. Now, if you was to do that over a year, we'll see a decent amount of profit as well. Whoa, that's 1 month. I meant to say 1 year. You do it for 1 year, you're seeing a very, very large increase. You're seeing 4,700. So you're seeing nearly a 10x, well, a 10x on your balance, and that's very, very, very healthy. A lot of people that are coming in with the new broker, you're getting 500 and then 1,000 in total. You do that for a year because you got the double the balance. You're seeing nearly 10k. So you're seeing another 10x essentially over a year span. So if you're making 5% a week for a year, you should see a 10x in your investment. And that's obviously if you compound it, but I know a lot of people draw monthly, but it just depends on what you want to do. But that's the power of being patient, risk managing, and controlling and preserving your capital. Okay, so everybody from now on, I shouldn't see any mad moves. I should see everybody trading calmly, following the plan that I've set out. I'm going to write down the main points for this plan and send it in so everybody has it. And we should be good to go. Wait, what? What about different? Connor, I'll talk to you about that separately. When you say preserving capital, do you mean the initial capital? I mean just preserving your trading account, not blowing it. If you have 1,000 in your account, keeping that 1,000 safe. If you make 200 profit, keeping that profit safe. It's all about just keeping that whole account safe. Everything you got in there, you want to keep it safe. Does anybody have any questions?
So would you recommend during the Arabic session put our lot size up because it's very quick?
No. Never put the lot size up because it's faster. Like I said, with the Arabic session, start off on the lowest setting possible, and then as you experiment, slowly increase it. Okay.
So mine's on 0.01. I should just stick to that, yeah?
If you're happy with that, if that is in a good ratio to your account of loss and profit, so when you're seeing some losses on Eminence Arabic and you're like, all right, cool, that loss is of a good size and you're happy and you don't want to lose more, keep it like that, 100%. If you want, if the loss is too small and you're like, I want to risk a little bit more, then increase the lot size. But always do it very, very slowly in small increments.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No worries. Any other questions, guys?
I think so obviously some people use a different brokers, so like Vantage or CWG, or they use ICMOX as well. I think with US30 to even trade it, I think you need over like £200-300 in your account balance, don't you?
Yeah, you want to be trading US30 with at least £300, I'd say. Yeah. I don't know with the broker that me and my clients use, where the US30s, 300 and you're fine. Some even 150, you're fine. But it just depends because Bant was saying with Vantage there's that DJ30, so there's a difference in price. If people are using Vantage and the spread's a little higher, then I'd say stay away from it. So it's about broker as well. So obviously you guys got to see which broker you're using and then make that decision.
Just to answer that question, US30 is like a commodity that's traded with Eminence Arabic, so that's a different currency pair. So anyone that jumps on Eminence Arabic, he only trades his US30. Cool, bro. Thank you for the session, man. That was sick.
Perfect. Cool, guys. How did everyone find that? Did everybody find that useful? Are you guys on a go?
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good.
Sweet. Yeah, now that's what we enjoyed. Yeah, other than that, guys, I'm going to drop the recording in as soon as it converts. So it should be about 15 minutes. I'm going to drop the recording in. So you guys have that on Telegram. And then I'm also going to... actually, you know what? I'm going to upload it to YouTube and send you guys the link so everybody can have it. And then, so that'll be done in about 15 minutes as well. And then, I'm going to drop a little message in. And me and Riz are going to be sending that all the time throughout the week. It's just a little reminder so everybody has it of the main things to be aware of when it comes to all of these different things. We want to make sure everybody's making as much money consistently and no one's blowing any accounts. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, other than that, hope everybody has a good rest of the evening, and I'll see you guys on the next call.